It's a very oversimplified statement to just say that the death rate is high or not. On the whole, we have been looking at this very seriously. Just look at the number of death cases, because in Hong Kong we report all the death cases who have been found to have a COVID positive test. So there are analyses that some of these cases are obviously died because of COVID, or what we call die from COVID. There are also a significant proportion we believe is died with COVID. That is, die of some other reasons, but because they have been infected by COVID. Actually, we have some expert group, including university professors, have looked into the cases with us. Roughly, they noticed around 40% or so are the die from COVID cases. Another 30-something who said more likely to die with COVID. And then another, of course, sometimes it's not that black or white or clear cut. Among those patients who have passed away, almost 90% of them have not received the course of vaccination.
Why did those elderly people do not get vaccinated?
I think because in Hong Kong we have a rather unique situation in that, you know, all the statistics tells us in Hong Kong we have a very long life expectancy, which is a good thing. But the downside of this is we have many what we call old, the very old elderly. For example, just then you asked me about the mortality figures. In fact, the average age of those who pass away is almost 86 to 87 years old, and that's the average age. We do have quite a number of over 100 years old. And very often, these patients also have many chronic diseases. So that's why, because they are very old, frail, with many chronic diseases, both the patients themselves and very often the families, they are very worried about receiving vaccination. I think the situation has much improved now, because very early on, people are not very familiar with vaccine, and there are mixed information around in the media. But as time goes on, now we have millions of people having received the vaccine in Hong Kong now. I think the confidence now is much better. And also, they now see the benefits of the vaccine, which is overwhelming. If you look at the evidence, I don't think anybody will doubt that the vaccine is very effective.